What's up, good people? I hope you are doing extremely well. Welcome to another episode of Wealth and Wellness. I am your host, FREESPUR, and today we are going to be talking about the topic of helping yourself to help others. I'm often in a situation where I am helping others. I enjoy helping others, and if you can relate to that, if you're a person that finds joy in, comfort in being able to help others and do a lot of things that will put you in a position where you are in leadership for others in some kind of way. Sometimes you get to the point where you are tired. Sometimes you get to the point where you are spent and you are, empty. You become an empty vessel because you're giving so much to other people. And I think it's one of those things that if you are the kind of person that is a giver that way, you don't realize how much you are depleting, your own energy or depleting the resources that you have to hold for yourself sometimes. And it can really take its toll on you if you're not careful. Now, in my younger years, it was a lot worse because I didn't recognize what was happening. But now, because I know what it is, if I do get to a point where I start to feel that way, I'm able to correct it. So it made me start thinking about, other people experiencing this, and, how we can maybe have this dialogue and maybe help someone else who may not know that they are falling into this pattern of behavior. And it's something that I know I've gone through in my life and was able to overcome. So I wanted to maybe share a little bit of insight into how to combat, feeling like you're overwhelmed when you're helping others, and really getting to a space where you're helping yourself so that you can continue to help others. So one of the things is just like what we're talking about now, is just recognizing that you're in the part of the help cycle that is really depleting you, because it is a cycle. You go through, elation, you go through, gratification, and then, you get to the point of exhaustion and to the point of just depletion when you are helping others. So understanding that cycle and understanding where you are in the cycle and being able to recognize that is kind of the first step to correcting that behavior. And I know it's hard. It's hard for people who are used to giving and, are not the kind of people that take, but, sometimes you have to take time and take for yourself. Take what you already have. It belongs to you. Your time belongs to you. Your resources belong to you. And I know you can feel like, I want to be able to share whatever I have, my gifts, whatever you're giving, you want to be able to share those things with the world or share those things with the people that you care about. But sometimes you have to take space and take time and take those resources and use them on yourself. One of the things that often happens with people who are, givers that way is that they don't take time to do the basic necessities that really make us complete from day to day in our lives. And it could be as simple as, I'm going to take a moment to make sure I work out, or take a moment to make sure I eat properly. And, if you are used to doing those things, the things that make you feel whole, the things that, make you who you are at your best. And when you stop doing those things, even if you are in a space where you feel like you're helping someone else's situation, when you stop doing those things for yourself, you're going to feel it. You begin to feel it. It's not something that you can overlook. And if you do overlook it, you start to feel it, and it becomes at a point where it's almost too late to catch, and you're already kind of going down that spiral if you do overlook those things. And not saying that, we don't have moments in our lives where we have to push through for other people. And, that's a big thing. And, it's something that has to happen a lot of times for things to get done in other people's lives. There are some people who are, that's their role in the world. They're here to, facilitate the proliferation of what's happening with the people around them. You're the plug, so to speak. You're the vessel that is allowing people to move in the spirit of what they're doing. Now, a lot of times with that, the catch is people don't recognize that you're that person. And that can be really hard, for the person that is facilitating all of those things. A lot of times, people see it as just something you're doing freely, and they don't see the toll it's taking on you. So you, as the person that is facilitating all these things and making things happen for other people, you have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, taking care of your mental health, your physical health, and what have you, because if you're not taking care of those things, you're not going to be able to continue to help others the way you do. It's just impossible. It gets to a point where it can really wreak havoc on your health. It can really wreak havoc on your health, your life, your finances, everything. So you have to be very careful about how you use your power. And it really is a superpower. Really use your superpower to help others. You have to be careful about how you use that, and putting something back. You have to put something back. That's what has to happen. You have to start putting something back when you feel as though you are getting depleted. You have to take a moment to put something back, because you can't draw water from an empty well. It's the saying, you cannot draw water from an empty well. When it's all gone, it's all gone. So, you have to put something back and fill your cup when it needs to be filled. So long story short, you have to recognize what's happening with you and take the opportunity to correct it. I know it can be challenging to, force yourself to do that, because you don't, the funny thing about people who, fall into this space, and you'll recognize this if you are that type of person, you don't want to be seen as someone who is not living up to that measure of what you can do for others. And that can be a hard thing, especially when that is not reciprocated, and people really don't appreciate what you're giving and you're providing that way. And oftentimes that's what it is. And when you do get to the point of complete depletion, it shows, and that's when things fall apart. So to keep from getting to that space, I encourage you, I implore you, please do take care of yourselves. Please do take a moment to love on yourself and, give yourself that time and space. You deserve it. You deserve that space, and you deserve that time, and don't ever feel like you don't. That's the thing that I want you to definitely understand in this moment. Don't ever feel like you don't deserve to be cared for just because you have the power to care for others. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel, definitely do check out more episodes of Wealth and Wellness on the weekends, every Saturday and Sunday, and check out some other videos on the channel. And if you feel so inclined, please do share this video, because it does help out for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for stopping by. I hope this has been extremely helpful for someone. And until we talk again, I wish you health, wealth, and freedom.